Hey, welcome everybody. This is Ryan Daniel Moran, and in this video, I'm going to be going through an overview of the Brand Builder business model. I want you to see the full picture of the types of businesses that we are building. Now, I'm going to quote a friend of mine to kick things off. My buddy Jesse Elder, who is a mentor of mine, likes to say that the hardest part is understanding how simple it is. That is so true in this business model, okay? Now, there's a big temptation to make this really complex. I am here to tell you that building $1 million business is actually really simple. When I am coaching groups, if you come to our coaching calls, if we ever meet each other at one of our events, I would say probably 70% of my time is spent keeping people on track and not complicating the process. It is eliminating distractions and just following the model. I know that's hard to believe, but I can assure you that most of my time as a coach is getting people to eliminate the noise and to just move forward with the plan. So I'm going to lay out the overview of the plan in this video. You will probably feel a need to complicate it, and I'm here to tell you that you don't need to do it. And I'll be here to remind you of it as we move forward. So here is the overview of the model. Our end goal is to build brands that make millions of dollars and can be sold for millions of dollars. That's what we're after. We're after building a big brand that's really profitable, but also can be sold for a lot of money. Now, for a lot of you, that's a big promise and a big ask. But we have students who sell $10 million a year and more. We have students who are being acquired for $5 million, $10 million, $15 million, $20 million. All of that is happening as a result of what we're doing here. We have people building $1 million businesses, making their first $10,000 a month. It is happening all over the place. So I know that seems like a big ask or a big promise that we're going to make millions of dollars and can be sold for millions of dollars, but that is the model that we are after. Now, if you've watched the other videos on a cash flow business versus a disruptor business, you got some deeper insight into this idea. But a cash flow business, the cash flow model is basically selling what everybody else sells. I sell jump ropes. I sell so many jump ropes. That would be your cash flow model. I sell jump ropes. I don't need to try and duplicate, or I don't need to try and complicate it. I just sell a plain old jump rope. And I have it in Walmart and Amazon, and I sell lots of jump ropes. A disruptor would be selling what no one else has ever sold. That'd be, remember the Skip It from like 1990? That was a product that sold a whole bunch of money and then went away, but it was a disruptor. It did well for a while and then it went away. So on one extreme, we've got the cash flow model, which is just selling what everybody else sells and not trying to differentiate it. And then there's the disruptor model, which is selling something completely new. What we're after is the hybrid of the two, which is building a brand. The brand borrows the best elements from both, and also is the most sellable and the most profitable in terms of profit margins. So you'll have the strongest profit margins and be in the best position to sell your company for millions of dollars if that's something that you want to do. Now, we define a good brand by having a strong, clear, defined target market, meaning the person that we're selling to, having multiple products that people love, a strong following of customers, and a high volume of sales with strong profit margins. That's how we would define a good brand. So at the end of the day, if you follow what we're teaching, what you will be building is a brand that is serving a group of people, giving them products that they love, getting them to come back and loving you and buying from you over and over again. And as a result, you'll have a lot of sales and strong profit margins. Now, how do we do that? How do we build a business like this? Well, here are the steps. Step one, we're going to identify who it is that we want to serve in the first place and identify the products that those people buy. Step two, We're going to get one to three of those products made, and we're going to have somebody else is going to make them. A Chinese supplier or a US-based supplier is going to make those products and put our company brand on them. Now, we can or we might not make changes to the product. We could literally, there are suppliers all over the world who have products sitting on their shelves that are waiting for a buyer like you to put your brand on it and have it shipped to your warehouse, shipped over. Your warehouse is going to be Amazon.com. Now, we could also go to a manufacturer and say, make me a brand new product, because we're going to make some modifications to the product. We could do either one. All right, but the second step is to get 1 to 3 of those products that our market wants to buy made with our company on it. Step 3 is we're going to sell those products through a combination of using Amazon.com and running launches through social media, through Kickstarter, and maybe some other channels. So we're going to have all our products kept at Amazon.com. We're going to sell on Amazon.com, which makes the process really, really simple and easy. The fourth step is to build a small but loyal audience. Our target is going to be about 1,000 people. So a loyal audience of customers and followers who want to buy more from us. So that might be Facebook fans, it might be Instagram followers, but we're going to shoot for 1,000 people who really love us. So we identify who we want to serve. Give them products under our company brand. We're going to put them on Amazon, and we're going to release them to a small group of followers who want that product and they want to buy more from us. Finally, we're just going to repeat that process through multiple products, and a snowball will begin to grow. Within a few months, we will have a snowball that's building. We will have products that are growing. We will have reviews coming in. We will have people talking about our products. We will have social media posts, and we will be on our way to building $1 million business. Now, here is how $1 million businesses get built. First, we make really good products for people who want them. That's how they will spread. That's how we will make sure that our customers are happy, because we've got good products and the people who are buying want more and they're talking about them to their other friends. Now, if you were just selling a jump rope with no real brand, then it would be hard for our products to spread because we're not targeting a person. But if we're targeting people who are triathletes and we make the jump rope for triathletes, and here's what's different about it specifically for triathletes, then every person who's a triathlete is going to be talking about your product to their other triathlete buddies. So that's why we make our products specifically for the people who want them. That's how a brand gets built. So that's the first step. Second, we start by putting our products on Amazon.com because all the buyers are there. In fact, I know people who just put their product on Amazon.com and it starts selling. And they don't even know how. It just starts taking orders because there's so much activity. There's so many buyers on Amazon.com. Their credit cards are already stored there. So we're going to start with the easiest way to start taking a sale, and that's going to be Amazon.com. There are other places we could put our products. There's Jet.com, Walmart.com. There's all kinds of places. We're going to start on Amazon, and there are people, myself included, who have businesses that are only on Amazon, sell millions of dollars, have no interest in going anywhere else. All right? So we're going to keep it super simple. Amazon holds all the product. They do most of the customer service. Why wouldn't you use it? Send your product there, have it stored there, and then they take care of the rest. Third, we're going to build a small following because that's how we're going to drive massive awareness to our products. If you want to be able to make sales with a tweet, make sales with an Instagram post, it's pretty cool when you put an image on your Instagram page and sales kick in for a new product. That is a very special moment when that happens. When you've got 1,000 or so followers, you can put up a picture of your new product and people go find you on Amazon.com. It's an amazing world we live in where that's all it takes to start making sales for a product. People trust you, that you show a picture of your new product, and they love your first product so much that they come back and they buy and you are in business. Fourth, we're going to repeat the process so that we get an exponential effect. So we're going to release one product, then the second product, then a third product, and it's all going to create an exponential growth curve that will result in $1 million business, either measured by revenue or in value, meaning your company can be sold for $1 million, or both. You know, if you're making $1 million, you can sell for several $1 million. So that is what we're building. Now I want to make a couple comments on Amazon.com, because 9 times out of 10, we're going to recommend that you start by putting your products on Amazon specifically. Fulfilled by Amazon, or FBA, is a program through Amazon that allows you to store, ship, and process all of your orders through Amazon.com. So you never touch a product, you never have to handle a darn thing. You literally have your manufacturer send the product to Amazon. You start making sales and Amazon ships them all out. They box them up, they handle the customer service, everything. All you have to worry about is growing your audience, making sure you get strong reviews, and repeating the process. That's a really simple, straightforward process to getting to the $1 million point. And since Amazon has all the customers, you can literally start taking orders the minute that your product hits Amazon. So what we're going to teach you to do is how to start taking sales from day one, how to develop a good product, and while it's shipping over to Amazon, start to get people talking about your business and your company, your brand, your products. So the minute it hits, you have sales pouring in. It's a great way to start a business when people are buying from you from day one. And by leveraging reviews, our Amazon keyword rankings, meaning how people find you by typing in certain words into Amazon, and by leveraging Amazon's advertising platform, which is their pay-per-click platform, you can get exposure and sales extremely quickly. So if you are getting reviews for your product, you're starting to show up higher in the keyword rankings, and you're using pay-per-click, you're paying for advertising on Amazon, you could literally go from 0 to selling tens of thousands of dollars of our product within weeks or sometimes even days. So as soon as we've got the product on Amazon, we can scale this business very, very quickly. And we're not going to mess around. We're going to get you building your brand very quickly so that in 60 to 90 days, we are hitting the ground running and building businesses. So here's an example from a business that I built and sold called Zen Active Sports. It was a yoga products company that I started back in 2013. The target market for Zen Active Sports was people who do yoga and care about the earth. That's a very specific target market. We weren't targeting people who do Pilates, people who do CrossFit. Our market was people who do yoga and care about the earth. No one else. So the first product is pretty obvious. It's a yoga mat, because everyone who does yoga buys a yoga mat. Some of them buy 3 yoga mats. Now, the way that we differentiated was very slight, because we put in that factor that they care about the earth. So we just tried to minimize packaging, tried to minimize waste, tried to make the most environmentally friendly materials possible. We didn't do anything major to try and change the product. We just tried to give our customers what they wanted and market the fact that we tried to do our best to reduce our waste and care about the earth throughout the entire manufacturing process. So that first product was the yoga mat. The second and third products were the yoga block and a yoga towel. So that's pretty simple and straightforward, right? I mean, these were products released to a very specific target market, and we built that target market on Facebook. We got it to about 5,000 people and eventually much larger, but we started with about 5,000 that we built via Facebook ads, and there's training and throughout all these videos that will show you how to do that. We did it very inexpensively. We spent a few $100s to get those 5,000 people. And we released our products on Amazon.com, and we only ever sold on Amazon. We never moved over to anywhere else. Within a year, that company was acquired. So we were purchased by a larger company, and it all happened within a year. We chose who we wanted to serve. We gave that audience what they wanted. We built a little bit of a following, repeated the process, and somebody bought that company. I have a couple other companies now. One is in talks to be acquired for a life-changing types of money by following this exact same model. Now let's talk about audience building, because that's going to be the other half of the process. We'll have products We'll be taking sales on Amazon and maybe some other places, but we'll start with Amazon. And at the same time, we'll be building an audience. And the reason we focus on that so heavily is because brands don't just sell products, they sell to people. That's a big shift for some people to realize. In business, you're not selling product, you're selling to people. And when you get that, you realize that there's many different things that you can sell. So brands do this by choosing a specific audience, a specific people who will buy from them, standing for something, delivering a message, and then getting customers to choose them. So if you stand for something as a company, if you target a very specific group of people, then that group of people will choose you over everyone else. For example, I choose to buy Apple products. I feel comfortable using them. I'm familiar with them. So I don't even buy technology if it's not produced by Apple. I'm an Apple user. I define myself by that. So I resonate with their marketing messages, with their product releases, and there are people who are Samsung buyers and they resonate with their marketing and they choose that and they will only ever buy Samsung or Android or Google. So this is what I mean by choosing a brand. And what we want is to have customers that choose our brand. We'll do that by leveraging social media, Facebook, Instagram, email lists, and some other sources to get people talking about us and ultimately choose our products so that we have a list of customers that buy from us over and over again. That way we are in control. No matter what happens, we have people who want to give us money. That's a beautiful thing. And by doing all of this, we have repeat customers and we have a strong asset. That's very valuable to have a group of people who choose you. That's very attractive to potential business buyers. So if we do that, we set ourselves up to be acquired, and that is a beautiful thing. Let's go through what the time frame of all this looks like. We are going to, in this section, get you to choose your product and the market that you serve. You'll need some time to make some decisions and get some feedback from some other people. So we want that done within 2 to 4 weeks. If you can get it done sooner, that's even better. But within 2 to 4 weeks, you'll know what your business is going to be. You're going to know who you will serve, and you'll know what your first few products will be. The next stage of the process, and the hardest stage in terms of mostly getting out of your own way and not complicating it, is getting that first product, your first prototype, and getting it manufactured. That will take between 30 and 90 days. So in 30 to 90 days, you'll have product ordered. It will be on its way somewhere. It'll be going over to Amazon.com, and you'll be waiting with bated breath for it to get to the warehouse so that you can sell. But during that time, you'll be busy, because it's during that time that you'll be building a strong audience that wants to buy, which takes about 30 days for you to build up to get those 1,000 people who are ready to buy your product. Once that is complete and we have a strong audience and we have our product at Amazon, taking our first sale and scaling that will take less than 30 days. So we will take an order from day one, we will build that up, and in 30 days, we will be taking sales every day. So our total time from now for you to get that first sale is about 90 days, depending on how long that manufacturing process takes. From there, our job is to get reviews, release new products, and cultivate the audience until your product is selling at least 25 units per day. At that point, we repeat the process. So 25 units times 4 products times a price of between $25 and $30, we have $1 million business. Now, some of you, many of you, will have products selling way more than 25 units per day, or you'll have more than 4 products. But those are the numbers of what it takes at minimum to have $1 million business. Some of you will do much more. So your goals for this first section in the training is to decide the market that you will serve, to choose the products that you will sell, to get feedback on those products so that you know you have a winner, to get quotes for manufacturing, and to order that first prototype so you can see, is this something that I want to sell? And then you're going to set up your Amazon.com account so that we have a warehouse that we can send product to. and we'll place our first order for a product that we're excited to sell. So by the end of this section, you'll have decided on your product. You'll know who's going to make the product. You'll place your first order, and it will be on its way so that you can start setting the rest of the foundation for your $1 million business.